What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Amanda. I'm with Sup SA, and I'm also with some trailblazers. If you guys can imagine a pop star, a singer-songwriter, a producer, all walking into a bar and creating WAV.TWR. Yes, guys, I'm bringing you the newest project here in San Antonio, WAV.TWR. You guys, tell us who you are.
I'm Chris. I've been doing the vocals and writing as far as lyrics are concerned with this new passion project that I found myself in.
Yes.
And it's been something very, just like it forced me to grow as a musician and as an artist, and really bring in some new elements from aspects and I think groups of people that you wouldn't expect me to.
Yeah, really. You guys are a trio or a quartet because there's one missing.
Indeed.
Tanner.
Yes.
Tanner.
Shout out Tanner.
Shout out
Tanner. Tan. Hi.
So this magnificent new quartet is emerging on the San Antonio and Austin scene. You come from a pop background. You come from a singer-songwriter background and a producer background. Let's talk about their new track releasing tomorrow, the 25th, Chasing Daylight. Ryan, give us the origin story behind your track.
Sure thing. So Chasing Daylight started out as production that I'd made on my own before I ever met these boys. And, I always have been making beats and producing, and I realized I needed a great voice on my track to really tie it all together.
The voice.
I needed the voice.
Le voix.
Exactly. The human element, the human touch. And so that's how we linked up.
Yeah, through Tanner. Tanner was the linking factor between him and I getting
he's
in the
the
same.
glue
He's
for
the glue
sure.
to WAV.TWR for sure.
Here's his spot right here.
Exactly.
Here's his spot.
He's the person who, like, you may not always see him, but man, he is for
He's
sure
definitely
the glue.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so you had the track.
I did.
It existed for a little while,
Yes.
but then it came to life when Chris got a hold of it.
We linked up at my studio, and I played them a bunch of tracks, and this was the one that everyone
I stopped him.
was
I said,
just...
I don't need to hear anything else.
Yeah,
I said, I need this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop the press.
But I wasn't there for that weekend in Austin with Chris
Right.
and Ryan. And so Chris came
you
back to
missed
San
out.
Antonio. I missed out. But he came back to San Antonio with about 5 or 6 tracks from Ryan. And we sat in his driveway in the car and just went through all of them. And we're just
Car tested
improvising.
all of them. We're like, they're all
and-
ready. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
Gotta do
And
a
we
car
were-
test.
Final
Yeah.
stage.
We were just making stuff up like on the fly, and it just kind of organically started with us, Chris and I, having just a bunch of writing sessions over like 2 weeks. And
Wow.
yeah, and
Quick.
it made us super prepared because by the time we had our first session for Chris to track vocals in Austin, we were just hitting it. And
They're ready to
the
go.
song
We
was
should have
born.
hammered it all out, yeah. And I think that we were so just determined to get this done so quickly because we were all starving
excited
for creation,
Right.
Like we all know what we've been through, as far as artists in the entertainment industry and what we're, are all still struggling to find our way through and navigate it. And
I can say though, I think that through this, we all come from like different paths. Singer songwriter, I'm a pop artist, electronic pop artist. Ryan's a producer, engineer.
Producer of all things.
Right,
things.
and
Wizard.
he's a very
Wizard.
talented. Yeah, he's a very talented musician in general. He plays everything.
yeah, he's a very, very proficient musician in guitar, keys, drums,
Right.
piano, whatever,
And they
I
are talking you up.
Dude,
I'm gassing this dude up, too.
Xylophone, baby.
He's got a poker face, but
Kazoo. You need a kazoo. You need a harp player.
do you need a harp player?
Got you.
My goodness.
But yo,
Bagpipes, Scottish.
yo, for real though,
Yes.
I think all of us grew or are in the process of growing through this for sure.
100%.
It's definitely,
Individually and
it's
together,
definitely
so it's
individually and
beautiful.
collectively forced an evolution and growth of musicianship and just artistry of what we wanted to explore,
Right.
and touch points and push boundaries that we never thought we would be doing,
One thing that I think is really super cool because I come from an electronic instrumentation type of background, and of course, like I was saying, Chris is more singer-songwriter.
Right.
So it was really fun for me to push him as a co-writer and co-producer of like what we're doing as well. It was really fun for me to work with him and like push him to lyrically think about different things, melodically
It's amazing watching them work
to
together.
do. Yeah.
You guys are...
The dichotomy is real.
Yeah.
But it's so fluid, and
is.
I mean, and even with you, I mean, don't take away from that because I mean, you're so genius as well. But like, it all just happens so effortlessly.
Right. That's the best way projects start, is just organically being like, I accidentally made a hit.
Exactly.
That's how we feel.
I think the first time we had a tracking session for vocals and like, you know, refining the writing of the song for Chasing Daylight, our new single out on the 30th.
Tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow.
What day is it? It's the 29th.
Where am I? No.
Let's
But
do the time word again.
yeah, but I think there was that moment where all three of us were like, oh my gosh, we've got something here. What are we doing? I don't know what this is, but it's going to be really cool.
We fished it
Yeah.
out to a few of our very critical friends, you know, of like other musicians and people that we know, and you know, I feel like we were all kind of waiting for that one person to be like, man, this is like, you know, and we never got it. We never
great
got
feedback.
that. You know, we got nothing but amazing feedback, and it was just like, you know, all of that in you know, in just like the congruency and everything, how it all shaped, and the organic nature that it all fell into being what it is. I think that's what we were just like, yeah, we got to release this. You know, this isn't just like a for fun track. You know,
Right.
like let's keep doing this. You
Right.
know, and see what we can create.
And the flow of ideas really brought you to a point of blending multiple genres together in this song.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all so
100%.
different musically,
This music is a love
but it
child of the
works.
three of us. You know, like,
Ooh, love child. Tell me more.
that's for later.
So what genres do you guys mainly pull from? I know you have a pop background, a singer-songwriter background, and producer everything background. But
Right.
what do you feel Chasing Daylight showcases?
It's very bass heavy, and so we really like engineered the track to, if you hear this, like if we play this at a festival or a show, it's gonna knock the subs out. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna
Move.
like
You've
it's
got
gonna
some
you're gonna
808s.
hit it's gonna hit your
You've got
chest.
some 808s.
It's
Like
got some
we've got to
thump
be the
to
last
it.
act
Oh,
because the
of
speaker
course.
system's going to be shot.
No, exactly. Yeah, you'll be done after that.
Crank
Yeah.
that son bitch.
And Chasing Daylight not only is it's going to be your newly released track tomorrow, but you have tracks lined up. You're ready
Yes.
to go
Yeah.
in head first.
Yeah, we're gonna
the
hit the
ground
ground
running.
running. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've already got 2020 mapped out as far as what we want to do with releases of singles and some music videos to be coming out. So definitely just stay tuned, and you know, kind of ride the wave with us. You know, we want you to really,
Ride the
you know,
wave.
kind of see what we're gonna be
Hey.
coasting
Roll with.
Yeah, we really want to be ready for, you know, whenever quarantine ends, live shows pick back up, we'll be ready. And we'll have a whole body of work like out there, and that's our whole goal
And
is
probably
like,
working on our second one at that point.
ew.
Yeah.
Second one, what?
album.
Our second album.
Yeah,
I'm
honestly.
just at track one, guys. Stop.
Just dropping
Stop.
little breadcrumbs.
We'll give little nuggets here and there, you know. But
Amazing. And not only did you guys get the product done, but you're also taking a business approach and getting everything lined up before you release.
everything's been lined up before we even did this.
We
there
don't
is
have
a
to wait
whole-
long for you guys.
Seriously, and there's a whole team of people that like we're working with. We're like the creatives behind it, but
Right.
there's like so many people.
We have a team.
It takes a village sometimes, you know.
It
and-
definitely
really
does.
does.
Yeah.
That are-
everybody's
yeah.
got to do their part, you know.
Right. And when you look at tracks, like, you know, on professional albums and you see them, it's like 37 different writers and you're like, what? But then you take it apart and you're like, there's so many pieces to this magnificent that need to be touched on, that
Yeah.
need to be revisited and everything else.
sure.
Amazing.
Yeah, and we're blessed to just have people around us that are just like, I understand that you guys are passionate about this and you have a really good product, and we want to do what we can to bring our skill set to the table to help you even on the business
Right.
side, and that's invaluable
Right.
for sure.
And with all of this album, you guys are doing your own recording.
100%.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
100%. It's all
At his studio.
It's all in my
At his
studio.
house.
Yeah, this is all born in my
Amazing.
studio. Yeah.
The
The
times
whole
we
thing.
live in. The times we live in, man.
100%. Yeah, we didn't let quarantine or anything stop us. We don't need. We can do it. We can make it happen wherever.
Yeah,
and we just keep going.
It's
yeah.
been really cool, you know, of a process because, you know, coming from my background, I've always been used to just going to the studio and tracking like individual instruments and, you know, vocals and whatnot. But
And it takes all day to set that
it's all
up.
day, and it's you know, like, and if you want to rearrange something, you're like, oh, man, like rearranging it like something that was tracked,
Right.
versus like beat creation and how easy it is to like, you know, kind of, oh, well, let's try this, let's try that, and
Right.
it gives you so many different outlets and like, you know, ideas to be able to play with.
It's a
And
blank
time.
canvas.
It's a blank canvas
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can
Whatever.
like you can hit reset anytime you want to, you know, if you need to, but you know, we haven't had to do that yet. And what was cool about the whole process with them two is, you know, Ryan had this catalog of beats for us to be able to listen to, listened to them in my driveway. We're like, wow, these are like the first 3, 4 that we need to work on.
3,
and
4.
So, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 10. You know.
Basically, he came back home to San Antonio with an entire album of tracks.
Yeah.
Like there's literally an entire album.
And so, you know, like we all throw
Hyperspeeds.
we all put in our ingredients to this dish, you know, of what WAV.TWR is. And it was really cool of a writing process for August and I to get together and just like straight up have a writing session, just beat on repeat and listen to sections on repeat. And then why are we going to write about this? What do we want to say? What do we want to convey? A lot of the lyrics are not, you know, just fluff. There's actual like, you know, substance in the lyrical content.
Experience.
And that's what's cool is because through our writing sessions, we realized that we were writing about like our experiences
Our
through like
individual
during
experience in
quarantine, and you know just the craziness that came along with it, and it's a beautiful thing because it actually means something to us as well.
We've had a good opportunity to dive into it, and I think now is a good time to show you 30 seconds of their new track, Chasing Daylight, that comes out tomorrow on the 30th. Chasing Daylight, you guys, turn it up.
Hope y'all enjoy.
Breaking my mind, just let me break my mind. Crossing those lines, I'm crossing all those
lines. Whoa, guys. 30 seconds of Chasing Daylight. You're welcome, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm so excited to be back into the circuit doing interviews with bands like you guys, all coming up on the rise, upcoming artists here in San Antonio and in Austin. WAV.TWR, take it away. Tell us who you love. Tell us who you love.
We love you for having us. Thank you so much for having us.
You're the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you, Amanda.
This was so much fun.
Woo,
And we love you.
And we love you. So please follow us on Instagram. You can find us at WAV.TWR. That's at WAV.TWR. Be on the lookout for some music videos, some singles coming for the rest of this year. We've got so much coming that we just honestly can't wait to release it.
Yes.
Yeah, music video for Chasing Daylight, which you guys just heard, will be out mid to late November.
Mark your calendars that whole month.
We'll be spamming your feeds for sure.
Right on, guys. Well, I think this deserves a good toast to
Thank you.
WAV.TWR and
Cheers.
Sub
Cheers. Cheers to WAV.TWR and Sub SA. Thanks so much for having us.
We love you, Amanda. Thank you
love
so
you.
much.
Yeah, we really do.
I
This
love
was
you
so much
guys.
fun.
And thank you for joining us tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow on all listening platforms. WAV.TWR. Look out for Chasing
WAV.TWR.
Daylight. You have an awesome night.
Hashtag ride the wave.
Hashtag ride the wave
with us, baby.